I'm at stop number 3 here on the blue line, and it's talking about the Union soldiers that were a part of Massachusetts that came out through here. And one of the connections that it talks about for this battlefield here is with the connection of Andersonville, the infamous prison down in Georgia. 80 men from Ledley's unit were actually captured here and sent to Andersonville, Georgia. They have a picture here with Phillips, Walton, Watkins, and Payne. Their tombstones from Andersonville, Georgia, where they were buried because they succumbed to the deprivations that happened there at that prison camp. And it talks about many were unable to reach the safety within the forest, which is back in this direction. And then it says the first 2 to die in captive was Antonio Phillips and Lyman Bryant. They died on the same day in July of 1864. Ironically, Phillips was a resident of Oxford, Massachusetts, leaving behind 6 children. Edward A. Walton, a machinist from Worcester, was the next to perish on August 10th of cruel neglect, exposure, and starvation. And a quote here said, "He has left behind a fond wife and child who, with his grief-stricken parents and brothers, mourn his sad and painful death." There's a lot of that happens for many of these soldiers that were captured and taken to prisoner of war camps. And just recently, we went over to Belle Isle to see what was left of those camps. No doubt, these Civil War battlefields, like the one behind me here, North Anna Battlefield, is an extremely important place, and the battles are important to remember. But so are the prisoner of war camps, and very few of them are left behind with a trace of anything there, or even so much as a monument marking the death and the starvation of the soldiers that perished out there. It's absolutely amazing and horrendous, the treatment that these soldiers went through in captivity, and yet we don't preserve those places to talk about that. It's part of our past that we really just look past, I guess. I wish more could be done for Belle Isle, just like all the other prisoner of war camps. But at least Andersonville does a great job of telling the story, and these men are buried down there. And you can go see their headstones, which I have actually seen many years ago when I went down to Andersonville.